Yeah, man, I just came across this. This is from the Desirable Truth channel. I'll leave the link there below if you want to go check it out, the rest of it. But this is one of the main problems we have in society right now. You probably know about it, but it's nice to see, listen, hear it from someone that actually does this for a living. Check this out.
What's your age?
32.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a divorce lawyer.
As a divorce lawyer, would you say that divorces are initiated most by men or by women?
Women, 90% of the time.
Why is that the case?
90. The divorce lawyer tells us 90. I saw a figure about 70%. She says 90%. You know what? I'll go with a young lady here and say 90%. It is always women. I think that 70% is a wokey lefty trying to make it not as terrible as it actually is, especially in the United States. It's 90% women. For sure, it's 90% women. Why? Because guys are always the ones that are going to lose the most. Guys are always the ones that are going to get screwed the most. But it's interesting not only realizing why is society falling apart, why is it that women don't want to get married, and when they get married, immediately they think that they're not being treated fairly, that they're a queen that deserves so much more than their husband is providing or giving them. You're not spending enough time with me. Oh, sweetheart, I work all fucking day long to provide for everything that you need and want. Oh, you're not giving me enough. Well, I can't work anymore. This is as good as my body allows me. This is as much as I can work. I'm working like a damn mule, then this is still not good enough. Well, it probably is, right? But this is the level that we've reached in society. Unfortunately, especially with the younger generations, but not only the younger generations, the older generations have fallen for this bullshit too. That's why you have 40, 50-year-old women getting divorced from perfectly fine husbands that have no problem whatsoever. Or just, I don't know, I'm bored. I'm not feeling the magic anymore. I'm just so comfortable in my life that I had to make a problem out of nothing. That is, believe it or not, one of the main reasons. The idiocy that we're seeing is just unbelievable. But again, let's listen to her.
I think that they yap with their friends, and I think they get real frustrated where guys are like, I'll get to it tomorrow. And I think the women just get in their heads and they're like, all right, I'm done. So
it's the women who are sabotaging their own relationships?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of it is that they're getting with their girlfriends, they're angry, they just get frustrated, and they have a lot of people in their ears. And I think they just want to, when they're done, they're done.
It is so ironic. Look at this. This is literally a diamond luxury car, and you have assuming it's a woman at this point. Look how she's dressed. Look how she's literally attracted to the shiny object. This could not be more perfect. Well, this woman is explaining the problem that we have in society. You have the the embodiment of all of this right there in the back. This is what we have, right? And it wasn't always this way. It used to be that women understood what life was really all about. They were super proud and happy in their role in the world, having families, children, looking after their household, looking after their husbands in many ways, and men being happy to provide for all of that. And that worked perfectly well. No. We had to fuck all of that up. Why? Mostly to rip women away from their homes, make them work as hard as men in the things that they can actually do, because of course there's no way they can do that physically, but sit their ass in a cubicle and slave their lives away. Why? Because that's the way in which you make sure that you enslave the other half of the population. The male half was already working their asses off. No. Now you need to destroy the family and make sure that women, instead of wanting to have a family, kids, and what, no. The idea of success for women is now being Sex in the City. Yeah. The bullshit fantasy that has never been real, that's what women think they should strive for. Yeah, I'm going to be a super successful alcoholic working in New York City. Yeah, that's definitely the way in which you're happy in life. especially as you grow older, right? Not just being not just jumping around from one guy to the next every single day in your 20s. No. Especially when you get into your late 30s, 40s, 50s, that's when this really starts to shine. Like, wow, I really made some great decisions. God damn it, man.
They're just, when they're done, they're done.
But surely, as a woman, you shouldn't tolerate any and everything in a relationship.
Definitely not at all, but I feel like things build up really easily with people, and they're talking about it more, where you're like pissed off and you get kind of over it quickly.
But how long have you been a divorce attorney?
Probably like since 2016 I've been practicing, and then 2017 officially barred.
So being that you've been in the field for 8+ years, do you think that marriage is outdated now?
I don't know about outdated, but it's a more acceptable to get divorced, right? Because like we're seeing it a lot more. It's not taboo, so it's changed.
Do you think that sexless marriages can work?
No, and 100%. Every single time, I like mostly work for men, so every single time they're in a consult with me, I'm always hearing, I haven't had sex in 10 years, I haven't had sex in 5 years, I haven't had sex in 15 years, and I'm like, here we go again.
Fuck, years. You're married and you're not having sex in years. Yeah. That's. I mean, I guess it checks out. This is the way society is going. It's women. I want to say it's not even their fault. I think there's other forces here at play that made this happen. The idea of destroying the marriage, of humiliating men, of brainwashing women into thinking that, yeah, this is what you need to strive towards. Just be attracted to something that shines and has fucking diamonds stuck on them, right? Like the one that was there. And spoiler alert, she is actually married herself, and I'm pretty sure she really values whoever she is with. Having seen so much crap, she understands what relationships are. Oh, there she is. Little white boot and all. There she is taking pictures of something that really caught her attention. It is so sad. Guys, simply the way it is. I'm not saying don't get married. I think it's definitely... I've been married for over 20 years and couldn't be happier with that. But you need to be very clever about it. You need to... It is going to be the most important decision you make in your entire life. Nothing else even comes close to it. All right? Folks, prepare, get ready. For that, you have the channel. For that, you have the books. Street Survival Skills, Surviving the Economic Collapse. You have them available in the links there below. See you next time.